Greetings fellow YouTube viewers, it's time for another compendium video, and this game, it's a beautiful one. It was going in my favor, and then I messed something up, something very crucial, and then I lost the game. So what the engine says, according to the engine, it was a throwaway. It was a game that slipped through my fingers. I was white, and this is the game. There was basically one turning point where I went from like the king to this. Anyway, so without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So as I said, I was white. I played the classic e4. He plays the beta move, which is e6, going for this e5 square, but not daring to gain this e4 square. I play this like an absolute Chad that I am. He's again not gonna take that e5 square, so I basically have control over the center at this point. He plays this, and the reason why is because this point is a chink in his armor. This pawn over here on h7, sorry, is gonna get threatened. You'll see. I play this. It would have been better to push this right away, but I just want to get development. He plays this, developing and preparing that castle. I play this. Now, I was just playing this as a developing move so that I have a castle of my own, because this knight is pinned and I don't want it pinned. And again, this pawn is being threatened by his knight, and because this is pinned, so on the one hand it allows me to castle, but I'm not much of a castler. Like, I do castle, but I don't castle when I don't get a benefit from it usually. Usually I like to castle if either there's no better move or I get some massive benefit from castling, because I feel like castling sets your king up as a target, you know? Especially kingside castling. Queenside castling, it's a bit more manageable, but even so. So anyway, I play this so that this pawn is still protected even though this knight is pinned, and then preparing a castle in case to unpin this knight if I want. But one thing I didn't see, which now the chess engine points out to me, the AI, is this h7 was being threatened by this, because now when I push e5, as you'll see, this knight is kicked away, and then this h7 square pawn is under threat. But I didn't see this at all, so this is just post-mortem, sort of, in a very grim light. Yeah, this is after the fact. Now he plays this, giving up control of this square. I completely did not see that. I just saw that he was threatening this. I don't like it when the opponent's pieces, especially knights, are close to my king and my queen, because knight forks are so nasty. You never see them coming, and then they just fork your two pieces, rook or queen or something like that, and yeah, you don't want to be in that position. So I defended this pawn, the c3 pawn. In retrospect, that was not a good idea. I could have played a beautiful gambit over here instead of defending this pawn. It was already a doubled pawn anyway, even though it was forming this nice pawn chain. But if I had played this, I could have captured this pawn, the h7 pawn with the check. Now the king could move here, but most likely the king would capture on h7 because it's a gambit. That's the whole point. Then I could give him a check here. This would be undefendable with the queen unless he wants to sacrifice his queen. So the king is again in a state of check. The king moves back, and then my queen comes here, and then the best move it's suggesting, the engine is suggesting, is queen captures the knight, so that the queen is lost. So that would be definitely not ideal for him. But let's see. What if he doesn't do that? So queen captures on g5, bishop g5, and then pushes this. But yeah, you can see how if the queen was traded for a knight, it would definitely be in my favor. So after this and this, I'm up 4 points, and this is going to be very difficult for him to make up, especially since all of these pieces are undeveloped. But what if he didn't do that? Alright, what if he decided to play... So if he decides to play something completely off, well then he's done for. Like if he decides to play this one, for example, with long-term ideas, I simply go and checkmate, you know. So he can't have anything too long-term in his mind. But if he plays this would be a blunder. Oh, okay. Because even though he's threatening this knight is still alive, and it's still guarding the f7 square. So now when I play this, that's checkmate, because the king can't move here because the knight is guarding the square. So, wow. What if he decides to play this? Well, that's still a blunder. Checkmate. Boom. What if he decides to play this? Alright. Well, now I can't capture... now I can give him a check here. What can I do? I can play this, and now he's in checkmate for sure, because again, no, is he? Well, now if he captures here, which is the only viable move I see, he can't move his king anywhere. If he moves this, I give him checkmate. Yeah. Oh no, there is a better move, a viable move. He can move this here, then I can give him check. So there's two good moves over here. He can either capture here. If he captures here, and this is checkmate. So no, there's only one viable move left. It's kind of forced. That's to play this, and I play this, check. Oh, no. Oh, no. That would be... both of them are okay, I guess. Yeah, they both lead to checkmate. So then he has only one move. Moving here. And that's checkmate. And if I play this one, then he would be forced to move this. And I checkmate him like this. So anyway, you can see that was a big tangent from what I actually wanted to show in the beginning. But it was quite an interesting exploration. I had this massive advantage in the beginning that I just did not capitalize on. Anyway, going back to the game itself. Anyway, so I didn't do any of this. I didn't play this gambit. So this is why this is all in brackets. So we just continue with what I actually played.